Hey, this is Mr. Newbold doing a video with solving absolute value equations, old school with the camera. What? And who's that? That's Max, my dog. What? And I'm in the guest room with the kids' toys. Remember? Grandkids. What? Alright, so we're going to start here with number 2. And let's see, so number 2, so absolute value, remember, that always has a positive and negative solution to it. And so we basically bring down the first equation. Make sure, whoa, that's gone blurry. What the heck? Just in a second. That's better. Come on. Remember? Old school video. Old school. Trying to focus it in if it lets me. There we go. Okay, so you bring down the first equation and you drop the absolute value symbols. So it's just x equals 9 and x equals, and you change the sign on the right side of the equation, so negative 9. Now think about it, is that true? The absolute value of 9 is positive 9, yes. And the absolute value of negative 9 is also positive 9, because absolute value makes it into a positive number. Keeps all things positive. There we go. So then again we can double check just to make sure. And so we know the absolute value of 9 is 9. And the absolute value of negative 9 is also positive 9, so it works because it's 9 equals 9. There we go. Okay, let's jump to like a harder one. Maybe like number 7 maybe. There we go. So again, you drop the absolute value symbols. And so we got 10m is equal to 70, and then you do it again. This time you make that 70 a negative 70. That's how solving absolute value works. So 10m is equal to negative 70. So then we have two equations that we're getting two answers there. Just remember, like absolute value, right? Absolute value, you have two answers usually, left and right. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and divide by 10 and divide by 10. So we get m is equal to 70 divided by 10 is 7. Which plug it back in, 7 times 10 is 70, absolute value 70 equals 70. Beautiful. Then we divide by 10, divide by 10, and we get m is equal to negative 70 divided by 10 is negative 7. And that also works because negative 7 times 10 is negative 70, and the absolute value of negative 70 is positive 70. So both of them do work. Want. Okay, so let's try maybe more of a multi-step problem, like maybe like number 9 or number 10 looks pretty sweet. What do you think? If we try 10, it looks pretty fun. So again, we step number 1, drop the absolute value and just write it how it is. So 3r plus 5 equals 29. And then you're also going to write in the second equation to get the other solution. But this time it's going to be 3r plus 5 is equal to what? Come on, you know this. What is it? Come on, say it. I can't hear you. That's right, negative 29. Good job. And then we're going to go ahead and solve for each of those letters. So with this one, we're going to go ahead and minus 5 over to the other side. So 29 minus 5, right, is what? 24. 9 minus 5 is 4. Yep. So we have 3r is equal to 24. And then how do we get that 3 to the other side? So we're going to go ahead and divide by 3, right? Divide by 3. So then we get r is equal to, 24 divided by 3, which is 8. And then plug it back in. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 29. It works. So that's definitely a solution there, which is positive 8. Then this time we're going to go the other way now. So we're going to go ahead and minus 5 again. But now this time it's negative, and a negative is more negative. So that's 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So we got negative 34. Then we bring down the 3r. So 3r is equal to negative 34. And then of course we're going to divide by 3, divide by 3. So when we divide by 3, we get negative 34 thirds. So that could work. I think it's going to work. But let's plug it in just to make sure. Negative 34 thirds. So back to the original. Right. So then we're going to do 3 times absolute value of 3. Whoa, it's going all blurry on us. It must not work. Just kidding. It's just the camera being weird. Let me push down the button and see if it'll focus. Wow. There you go. Really? Wow. There we go. Okay, so 3, absolute value of 3, times, what was x again? Negative 34 thirds, and then plus 5. Excellent. Let's see here, beautiful. And then equals 29. We're going to close the absolute value. Okay, so the 3 cancels because 3 over 1, which is this guy, and this is technically 1 over 3, that'll be 3 divided by 3, which is just 1. So then we're left with negative 34 plus 5, absolute value. So that's going to be negative 29. And the absolute value of negative 29 is positive 29. What? So it does indeed work. Bam, bam, bam. So that is indeed our answer as well. So we have 2 answers. We have 8 and negative 34 thirds. Let's flip to the back side, but I think you guys got the gist of it. Got the hang of it there. So we can look at the back side for a moment. Maybe look at a little bit tougher one. There we go. Sorry. Push it down for a second. Don't go anywhere. Using this clipboard to help us. Okay, so then let's try maybe, that one looks kind of complicated. So what do you think? Maybe like number 14, that looks pretty fun. Number 14. I think 13, you'd have to, let's see, what would you do for 13? So for 13, it would focus, no, I was thinking 15. So 15, you'd have to divide by negative 3. Ooh, interesting. And but you still set it up the same way with the positive 30 on the right side. I wonder if you'd negative 30 over the other side first. Interesting. Probably get it to the other side first. So maybe we'll do something like that with 14. That'd be cool. Okay, so then I think you're probably going to want to, before you do the absolute value, you want to get everything to the other side, I'm guessing. So we're going to times 7 first to the other side. So then we get negative 6 plus 9v is equal to 2 times 7, 14. And let's set up another equation of negative 6 plus 9v equals negative 14. So get everything on the same side first before you change the right side sign. Okay, so now simple. We're going to add 6 to the 14, so that gives us 20. And then bring down the 9v and then divide by 9. There we go. So we get 29ths. So if you think about plugging that back in, right, to the original, which is 29ths. So back to the original would be like where you had the 7 down here again. and then this is gone like that. So maybe we give that a try, the original. So then, whoa, blurry, I can't see you. So then the original again was right here. So we're going to plug a 29ths there, and the 9 will cancel with that 29ths, leaving us with 20 minus 6. And so then you have 20 minus 6, because that cancels. 20 minus 6 is 14. And then 14, absolute value of 14 is 14. 14 minus 7 is 2. So that does indeed work. 14 divided by 7 is 2. Excellent. So let's try this one now. This time when we, tricky, when we add 6, we're going to get negative 14 and 6 is, what is that? I'm so tired. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I can figure it out though. Don't tell me. Oh yeah, so I think it's like negative 8. Yeah. So we get negative 8. And so then we bring down our 9v is equal to negative 8. Divide by 9, divide by 9. That's it. So we get negative 8/9. So let's give that sucker a try. So when you plug it back to the original, which again the original is negative 6 plus 9v, where v we figured out is negative 8/9. What? And then close absolute value all over 7. Wow, I can't see what I'm doing. All over 7 is equal to 2. Let's see if that works. So the 9s will cancel. Negative 8 and negative 6, combining the negatives. Negative 14. Oh, and the absolute value of negative 14 is positive 14. And then divided by 7 is 2. So it works. Beautiful. So that's our other solution. Awesome. So then you can try with the multiple choice, the same kind of things. But I think you'll be fine. I think you'll do really good. And 1 or 2 solutions on some of these. So thanks for watching. Let me zoom out and wave goodbye. What up? You're welcome. Bye.